reminders and everything. I'll kick off first and we'll be good. But yeah, good morning, everybody. Let me click a couple buttons here. And welcome. All right, give us a big wave or put a 5 in the chats if you're not on camera. If you are able to be on camera, please do. We have some special guests in the house today. Welcome, guys. So if you're newer to the family, welcome. Every Monday through Friday, we host what's called the Income Producing Activity Call. Every day, we're very topical and we're very specific with things. Thursday, specifically, we have what's called Champions Academy. And this is when we introduce you to special people, special interviews. You get a high-level view and a deeper belief and conviction on all things, PartnerCo, business, and everything. And specifically, right now, we are in a drive to what's called PXP. If you already have your ticket, by the way, and I'm asking these questions because I know Vivian she has eyes like a hawk, and she's like literally, she looks at everything. You'll find out. I imagine Neo in the Matrix. She sees this green pop up. She sees numbers. Is that how it works, Mark? Like, is that how your wife?
It is how it works. Yes, it is. And sometimes I like it and sometimes I don't.
So put a PXP in the chat below if you are going already. And if not, then, well, we're going to talk about that as well, too. But we have some big announcements there. So first, I just want to plug this in. This team, the Champions Network, we just made the huge announcement. It is a huge team win that this team is currently #1 power ranking in the world. So congratulations to everybody. And to celebrate at PXP, Mark, Vivian, you're more than welcome to come to this. Just talking to Katie about it. We're going to have a big party on that September 11th. I think that's a Thursday night. We have Annika Bell. She's coming in from Australia. She rented out a really cool mansion, pools. We're going to have a big party, big celebration, and it's going to be awesome. So every single champion is welcome. Obviously, you need to be there, but that's going to be great. But to talk about that, though, I wanted to introduce you guys to a couple that is so special to me, Becky, to every single one of you. They're the reason why we look cool. They're the reason why we have amazing trips. They're so many different. So quick story as I introduce Mark and Vivian. Vivian I've known for years. And besides just being a token Asians in North America, we've had an amazing relationship. But seriously, she is so wickedly smart, strategic, and just so committed and excellent what she does. And then we had a chance to meet Mark, the other half, who Mark would probably say is sometimes the lesser of the two halves.
If he's smart, he will say that.
And I am, so I agree.
Yes. And I just got to tell you guys, they're so humble. They're going to talk about it today. But I call Mark, and of course, Vivian, but Mark, literally, I call you the Steve Jobs of billion-dollar brands in our industry. You literally have the black shirt of Steve Jobs. You're the better looking version of Steve Jobs and all those things. So I want to introduce our family to both of you guys, and they're going to talk about what it takes to build a billion-dollar brand. All things. I mean, it's going to be great. But Mark, Vivian, welcome.
Thanks very much, James. Thank you.
Hey, Mark, can I tell a quick story of how we end up working together?
Yes, please do. While you do that, I'm going to run down and grab my coffee. I mean, I feel unbranded.
So thank you again for having us. My name is Vivian Chung-Patterson. I was born and raised in Hong Kong. I actually moved to the States 13 years ago and somehow got introduced into network marketing without knowing what it was. I was so embarrassed for 1 year. And I didn't even tell people what it was. Oh, it's just a wellness company down the street until I fully understand the power of the industry. Then I start to really embrace it, and has been the only industry I've been in since I work in America. Before that, in Hong Kong, I worked in fashion magazines, the marketing department, and also creative agency. So Mark and I actually work at that company that I accidentally joined. It was a total incident how I joined it, and he would tell you that I tricked him into joining the company because he was coming in as a CMO, and I was the one under the CMO, running the department. And he would tell people sometimes, he's like, we were asking him, like, hey, so how did the interview go? Do you like the company? He's like, I don't know about the company, but there was this girl. She seemed smart. I think I like to work with her. So it kind of clicked from the first day, huh? And he joined the company. He moved, and we were working together for about a year, and then we started. We worked together so well, and our assistant was kind of like, "Hey, I think he's a really great guy," and tell him, "Oh, I think she's a great girl. I think you guys should hang out." So we started dating, and then as we got serious, and I actually took another opportunity to another company, have the separation. So for many, many years, we actually worked as competitors. It's good because we can help each other, navigate things. But it was like, okay, why are we working as competitor? Because we know that together we work really well. I have a communication background, Mark has a design background, so together we really cover everything in marketing. So fast forward. PartnerCo was formed and we were on an incentive trip. I was there running the trip. Mark came at the end of the trip as a plus one and he met Darren and John. They have a very nice conversation and I think a week later, Darren and John's like, you want to come and work with us? You want to come work with your wife? Mark was like, what? And he thought they were joking. And after some back and forth, Darren's like, no, I'm serious. Like, what are you waiting for? I already gave you the offer. You should just come. So we debate, discuss as a family because when we were working for two companies, we always have two income. We know every company has their risk up and downs, and whatever happened to one of us, the other one will have a steady income for the company. So for us to commit to join forces, put all our eggs in one basket is a very big deal. But we evaluate, what we have, and it was 2.5 years ago when the company was brand new. But we look at Darren and John, what they bring to the table. We really get to know them as human beings in that short time. And then we were like, okay, we're gonna go all in. We're gonna work together and commit to this company. And along with that, we also brought along some of the best employees that have worked with us before or at that time with Mark. And so we handpicked our team. I remember calling Darren before the whole team was gonna come over. I called him on video. I said, Darren, I need you to look me in my eyes through this video call and tell us that we are not insane because it is not just our family income, but also all the people that we love and care dearly and their career, and they trust us. And Darren said, I'm looking at you through the phone. And he said, and now you understand the weight on my shoulder as a CEO. And I just paused for a second. I was like, oh, yes. And he said, this is what I'm committed to do. You guys are making the right decision. Let's do it. So, and the rest is history. And we have been working together. We're still trying to figure out this whole working at home together situation. Mark always get the office. I'm always at the dining table. But it has been a wonderful journey. But I love to share this story because building a company and building your own business, you have to have trust. And for us, it's a very big commitment. Mark always says we have more reasons than anyone to make it successful because our whole family, our whole livelihood depends on the success of PartnerCo. So
It's a great story.
Mark?
You guys, I mean, don't you agree? I feel very blessed, and both of us really. We're so thankful for what we have for our families. We are definitely family people. I grew up in Salt Lake City, just so you know, and we now currently live in Orlando, Florida most of the time, although we do have a home in Salt Lake. Vivian did not grow up in Salt Lake City. She grew up in Hong Kong. And it's a miracle that we ever met, and I'm thankful for that miracle. A little bit about me. I told you where I grew up, that we love family, but I also love building brands. And I have been doing this brand building thing for a while. Vivian tried to make me actually add up the years today, and I said, don't do it. You have to get out a calculator.
I did.
But it is more than 20 years. Have helped multiple companies rise to $1 billion. And when I was approached, when I went as a plus one, which by the way was amazing. Usually I'm on staff to make an event happen. So to be able to just come and like, I was like, I'm just going to relax in the pool. This is going to be amazing. I'm going to watch my wife go to work. Well, little did I know that was the first day that that Darren and John met the brand partners, the leaders of for their brand new company. And I am so thankful that I got to watch that interaction and see them come in and look around and go, okay, what do we got here? Who are these people? And at the end of that trip, that was when they met me. And like Vivian said, a week later, they called and said, we want you to do this with us. Now, I had to really think long and hard about what I should say. First of all, would I like to work with my wife? Yeah,
Oh,
heck
wait a
yeah.
minute.
Heck yeah. But working with my wife is one thing. Starting all over again with a brand new company is another thing. And I'm willing to do it. And there's exciting things about it because you get to create it from scratch. You get to help define what a brand will be. But I needed their commitment that they would let me do it. I said, you gotta trust me. You gotta let me do it. Oh, Kathy, I love the cat. Um, so being able to build the brand. And so Darren and John both said, we will let you do it. And honestly, I said, okay, well, with that comes a team because if I'm going to do this the right way, I got to bring in my best team. And so we brought in about 15 people. Vivian and I have worked with these people for a long time. Combined, let me start to share some. You've seen
Yes.
us enough. I'm going to start showing some slides
That's
here.
when I say, let's bring out the calculator because we always says that our team together, we have 100 years of experience. I'm like, that number cannot be right. Just since the creation of PartnerCo, we all combined together added another 32 years because there was 18 of us plus two. So that's when I told Mark, I said, exactly how long have you been doing marketing? So I said, you have been saying over 20 years for a long time. I think that's not the right number anymore.
Vivian, we're seeing the wrong screen right now.
Yeah, Mark, you're sharing the entire desktop, I think.
Oh, well, that's exciting. You guys can check out my emails. All right, let's see.
Yeah, so Mark, while he find the file, we have a full staff. Sometimes people don't really understand what marketing does, but we actually cover everything. So imagine we are an in-house agency. Mark and I actually both started our career at creative agencies, so very familiar with how the operation and who are the people that you need. So
Are you
let's go
seeing
to
it
our team and then we
correctly?
can come back to this one. We're
Are you
talking
seeing
about.
it correctly? Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Here's our team right here.
So it should be this morning we calculated among all of us, we have, sounds crazy, over 300 years of marketing experience. I have
I don't,
started marketing since I graduate.
yep. I was just thinking, Vivian, we shouldn't say that because now their expectations are skyrocketing. But in
Maybe it
fact, it is
sounds
true.
very old.
Yeah. But this is a very, very quality bunch. We show you this because we want you to see it's a large team that works for you. We work for you, if you didn't know. Our entire job is to help thousands of people just like you be successful in your homes and to be able to provide and have amazing experiences. And we're just dedicated to it. And I would say most of the people that you're looking at have lots of years of experience. Vivian and I know them very well. We consider them friends and family. I mean, we are an amazing little marketing team. Anything else, Vivian, on that?
Hmm? Sorry, I
Any
lost my
other
train.
comments you have on that?
Well, yes, what I wanted to explain earlier is that our whole department from because sometimes we're like, what is marketing exactly? You guys just make things pretty, but within our department, we have product marketing because we need to, we work very closely with the R&D team to look at the trends. What are the products that are out there actually, or create new trends so that you have the products to sell. You have a product to build a business. From once we have the formulation from the name, the branding, I think Mark actually have some samples right next to him. So from naming the product, making sure that we can register it globally, that makes sense in all of the languages, that in all the languages we can pronounce it, it doesn't sound something bad. And then, of course, the whole look and feel and the packaging and all of that, every step along the way we are involved. And once we have the product identify, then we have the whole product marketing team to position it. We have a communication team, write all of the copies that you see in every single materials, from the magazines up to the website, to the emails, to the onboarding journey, to anything that you see. We have a team to make sure that the copy match the voice of the company. We have a video team. We have, I would say, not just in our industry. We were reviewing some videos one night, and our girl, she's 12. She's like, "How come this one is not on TV?" In her mind, our videos are so good, it should be on TV. Because she was just so confused. She said, "Why is it not on TV? It should be on TV." We have amazing project managers making sure thousands of projects get done every year. We have a digital marketing expert. We have a really talented creative team. We have a person just to specialize, changing all the labels for all of the countries so that we have consistency. So everything that you can think of, actually, marketing has a touch to it, and we don't have like a huge team, and this is all the faces that make everything happen.
Yeah, another thing to mention, this is a global team, so we cover the entire Earth. And again, in almost everything that's created has to be created in multiple languages, and it has to be adjusted for every country. So we also act locally, and it takes an amazing group of people. They're always willing to step in and do anything we want. They're willing to stay up late and work so hard. We're just very fortunate. So I love them. Now, Ronnie usually has his face in view, but today it's just his shoulder. So you can laugh at that. I just noticed.
Yeah.
It's really
I noticed that too.
All right, let's talk. I want to take a minute. And James said, he asked a great question, because look, our goal isn't really to become $1 billion company. What we are trying to do is to become a stable, solid, long-lasting company. And we wrote down some of what we believe are the traits that we've seen through the years that help to create that kind of a company. And if you look at this, we could stay on this slide for a long time, but I do believe that when you have a company that knows who they are, they understand their mission. And if you haven't heard our mission is to power health and prosperity around the world. It's so short and easy to understand, and yet a big task. To put the power behind health and prosperity is something very strong. Strong leadership, we've talked about it. And honestly, if I had not thought Darren and John were strong leaders, but also leaders with values that you see right underneath there, to me, that was key, because I have worked with leaders that did not have the kind of values that match up to ours. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So that's something that meant a lot to me. And I think it means a lot to everyone that's joining in.
Can I share one
yeah.
quick story?
Mhm.
For a while, I was at another company. Every day I wake up, I'm expecting to handle PR crisis, because the owners at any given time could say something that put the company at risk online on social. So that was my daily life. Every day I wake up 6 o'clock. Is there a message from legal? Is there some, crisis I have to manage? But that is like a different world, because I will never ever have to worry that Darren and John misspoke or they did the wrong thing, and we just we people don't really know how fortunate we are sometimes. But once you really get to know them and spend time with them, I think when you know them more personally as human beings, you will really fall in love with them. And James know, if Darren is around and little baby Jaden is around, James and Becky will never have a chance to hold only the baby, because Darren will be holding the baby. He's like, I'll babysit all day. And he just love Jaden so much.
And then we steal the baby because we also want to hold little Jaden.
Yeah.
So there's no chance that James and Becky get to hold the baby. In fact, one time at a park recently, they were like, "Where the heck is our baby?" We had kidnapped the baby. So
I got to share this quick story. So literally, we're in Bali, and we're like, all right, baby's out of view. Where do they go? And we see Mark and Vivian, their raising daughter. They're taking a family photo with Jaden in the family photo. And it makes sense. I'm like, it's amazing. But that says a lot, because you trust your children to who you're partnered with. And we literally can trust every single person. So 100%.
And we appreciate you letting us hold that cute little guy. All right. So building a strong brand identity, that's we're going to talk a lot about that because that's our job. That's literally our job, and we want to build a brand that that is effective, that is modern, that people admire, that people look at. But number one, that they're attracted to, and really importantly, I want you to feel proud that when you say, I'm partnered with a company, you feel like you're happy for them to look at the website. You're happy for them to look at the social media. You know that you have all the right things in place so you don't feel embarrassed about being associated with this brand. So that's a big deal to us. Culture and community is, I think, underestimated as maybe the most important part of a brand, of the stickiness of a brand, why people stay, why people join. I mean, when you come to any of our events, if you haven't, and even on this call, you can sense it. There is a sense of community and a great culture with good people. In fact, Darren and John have told me it's very okay to say who we don't want in this business. And so we're starting to identify that type of a person and say, hey, if you're this kind of a person that wants these kind of benefits, you probably need to look in a different direction because we want to be careful to take care of our community and our culture.
Yeah, we actually, of course, every company wants to grow and everyone wants leaders to join. We have actually turned down leaders from other company because we don't think it is a good fit for us. We are very, very protective of our culture. I think one thing, speaking as a woman perspective, very often you come to event or you'll come to incentive trip on your own. You might not bring your plus one, and you want to feel safe. You want to feel safe. You know that, all the people are going to take care of you and there's no wrong intention. There's no like creepy guys try to hit on you or anything like that. So as we have worked with so many different companies, winners eat all, when we come to an event, attend an event or execute an event, I look around, I feel so safe myself. I never worry for one bit. I know that if I'm traveling on a business trip on my own, Mark is like, he feels totally good. He knows I'm in good hands. He knows that, if they're in Johnny on the same trip, they always keep an eye making sure that, I'm doing well. And so we wanted to keep and continue to cultivate this very safe space for everyone because no offense, James, but we have more women in our business than men. And it's like my secret mission to make sure that we always have this very safe place and space for you to come and just have fun and enjoy and know that, you're in good hands.
Absolutely. Quality products, it goes without saying. It's a necessity and it's important, but we also need innovation in those products. So we will continue to innovate. We are not interested in just staying the same or keeping the same. We believe that there is innovation happening every day in science, in throughout the world, and you're seeing it. I know you're feeling it just like we are, but we're going to stay on top of that and make sure that we're giving you the very best when it comes to products, to marketing, to the brand. So that again, we're always leading the way. In fact, I've already seen many people copy us. In fact, we had to notify someone who was copying us that you copied us too closely. But that's a sign that people are admiring and that they believe what we're doing is good. Compensation plan and incentives and events. I want you guys to all understand that when we say we have the best compensation plan, I know that you always think about that as just money, but the rewards here are much more than money. If you think about being an affiliate for Amazon, the reward is only that, and it's not even very much. You just get a little bit of money. That's it. No community, no trips, no events. But when you fully immerse yourself in our brand and you come to the events that we have and you come on these trips with us, you suddenly have a group of friends that you will always love throughout your lifetime. That, I mean, it's part of the deal. So I'm always trying to help everyone know that's the whole compensation package.
Yes, and if you come on a trip with us, you might have some unexpected experience and some push your boundaries. I want to share this very quick story. We were just in Bali, amazing trip, I must say myself. One of the brand partners, she is very conservative with her diet, and we have quite a bit of seafood. We were in Indonesia, and she's like, "I'm not going to eat any of this." And Mark's like, "Come on, you got to try this. It's a little bite of oyster." I stepped away and came back. She's like, Vivian, your husband just fed me a spoon of oyster. And she's like, this is the first time I ever eat something like that. And, the whole meal, at first, she's like, I'm not going to eat anything tonight. I'm just going to go home and eat a protein bar. But we were just there, explaining everything to her. We literally like fed her and have tried new things. And it's not a huge thing. It's not like, the biggest mountain you climb or, the biggest ride you ride on. But that became something that she'll remember for her lifetime. We have prints out design menu for every of our meals. She's like, I'm bringing this menu home. I'm going to frame it on the wall and tell my grandchildren, look at grandma what I ate on this trip. So those are the things that we love to share and create, along the journey. And we hope that you have the opportunity to create new memories like that too, that you can share and that you can pass on.
I try to force feed our daughter too, but she'll have nothing to do with that. She will not let me. But Barb was a good sport. She let me. Okay, longevity and profitability, these are important traits. Profitability, let me talk about that real quick. Darren and John, I mean, the team behind taking care of the finances is crucial to success, and they drive us insane. They make sure we are following a budget down to the T. Poor Vivian sometimes will spend weeks going through our budgets trying to make sure we align. But why do we do that? Because we know exactly how much money we need to make to be successful and to grow and invest in the future. And so you can feel proud that we've got that behind us, and that will ensure our longevity and our scalability. So our ability to scale. Honestly, at the size we are, we really probably shouldn't be in 50 countries with all these products. It's a lot to manage. We kind of have the footprint of $1 billion company, but our operating budget is of a much smaller company. But somehow we still make it work. But I do want you to know it's interesting. It's one of our superpowers. We have the ability to scale like no other company because we already have these licenses throughout the world. We already have registered products and formulas throughout the world. We already have leaders in most parts of the world. So it's really like most companies that are only 2.5 years old would never have that in place. It's really a strength.
I want to give an example for those who are not very familiar with the industry or understand this, global footprint or licenses. So recently, I'm working with a country, cannot announce where yet, which we will be in. And they said to me, yeah, I was watching our competitors. New Skin is finally coming here. New Skin has been a billion-dollar company for decades. So we, as a 2.5 years company, we are in almost as many countries as New Skin, but we get into one of the biggest potential market in the world in just 2.5 years, while we have taken them over 20, 30 years as billion-dollar company. So something's very unique here. If you're thinking about building international business, usually it will take 10, 20 years to have the market that we are in. If you join another company, you might be very ambitious. You just have to wait and wait and wait. But here you can literally build your business anywhere in the world.
Yeah, well said. And it is exciting where we're going. So we can't wait to announce that. These are things you'll learn if you come to a PXP. We try and save the biggest news for a PXP, which, by the way, that stands for the PartnerCo experience. We have recognition here. I don't know if that's always part of big billion-dollar companies, but it is in this industry. If we want to make a big deal about you, we want to love on you when you succeed. And when I heard James, when he showed me in Columbus, Ohio, his goals that he had on the front of his phone, and then that and it's a dream. He showed me when it was a dream. And then he's like, but guess what? Today, I was there with him on the day. Today, my dream became a reality. I mean, it is a big deal. So please put a bunch of hearts and congratulations in the chat. And James, you said it best today. It's your team. It's your whole team. This is not an individual sport. This is a team sport. And so I think you said it very well. And I think that's why, if you're wondering how's James successful, he understands how this whole thing works. So anyway, we want to make a big deal about you. The biggest stage of the year is PXP. We want to get you up there, put you under the spotlight. And for once, in many people's lives. It's the first time that everyone's cheering for them, and we love that. Systems of growth. Everyone is building different types. You guys have one. In fact, I told James, you got to show me what you're doing. I got to see it. And he's like, yeah, I want to go through it. But everyone kind of has to do that in their own way. But we support and want to help you be able to grow your business and give you tools to be able to do it. Now, we're taking too much time,
Yeah,
but
we
I
have
want,
15 minutes. We might have to pick and
hey, we'll
choose. And I
hustle.
really want to promote
We
Peaks.
can give you more time.
We'll
So
hustle.
you can take to the top of the hour if you do.
All right, we'll hustle, okay?
There's
I
just so
wanted to
much to share.
Yeah, I know. I said, are they sure they want both of us? Because it's gonna go long. Um, actually I'm really happy to be able to do this with my wife today. Okay, read this. I want you to read this because this is our marketing strategy. If you want to know what the deep strategy is this. It's attraction. I don't want to chase people. I want to live life and create a brand and do things that attract people. If you do that, if you solve health problems and let people know you have a solution, people will want to know how you're doing it. If you solve wealth problems and you're successful at it and you know how to do it, people will want to do that. If you have a way to travel with friends and family that do you see what I'm saying? If we create a brand that it helps you live a beautiful life, people will want that same thing and they will come to you. And that's the goal, attraction. So just know as we do it, attraction isn't making a brochure pretty, although we're good at that. We'll make a brochure prettier than anybody. But clarity and consistency and a modern touch. There's a lot of things we do to help with this thing called attraction. But I want you to remember this: the number one most important marketing tool that we have is you. And so we know this. And sometimes I look at what you're wearing and I go, I wish we could, fix that. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you. But it is the truth. You guys are the front lines for PartnerCo. The very first person that anyone runs into representing our brand is you. And then there comes a point when you say, here's my partner, and that's when we step in and make you feel proud. That's why we call it partnership marketing. We literally are partners. It's together. We do this thing together. You were going to say something.
Yes, can we go back to attraction marketing?
Yep.
Ladies, I don't know if you have read, posts or things that always says, women always chase this, get rid of the fine lines or lose your weight, da, da, da. But it comes down to the most attractive quality is being confident. So I love that in the chat, some of you are saying, oh, this is giving us so much confidence because when you build your business, if you don't have confidence, people can tell. People can tell in a second. So one of the things that we love getting on these calls is while we share our genuine, feeling experience with the company, we really want you to feel confident because I bet you if yesterday your confidence level was here, you talked to someone, and today after this call, hopefully confidence level with the company is a little bit higher. I bet you money. The way you present your product or your opportunity to the prospect will be different and people can feel it. So it's our job to help you to have confidence with everything that the company offers you, that you feel proud to go out and share. And, Mark is going to show you all these really top-notch design pieces. And those are all the things that we do to build your confidence so that you can be attractive to others.
100%. That's a great point. I'm going to show you a video right now. We do have an amazing video team, and so I want you to turn up your sound, plug in your subwoofer because we like music, we like sound, and we like visuals. This video is just a glimpse into kind of the amount of work that our team does. Vivian touched on it. It's communications, it's social media, it's video, it's product marketing. Everything except the boring stuff in this company is done by us. And I'm so thankful. Like we do not have legal and we do not have accounting, and I don't want them. Someone's got to do that, but that's not us. But we are lucky we get to do the fun stuff. So I'm going to now stop sharing and then I'm going to reshare so I can show you this video.
We are very thankful for the finance and legal team and all of that to make sure that
totally, because I don't want to do it.
We are
Yeah,
not the one doing it.
so thankful. All right, I'm going to share the sound. You guys ever have that happen? You're on a Zoom and you forget to share the sound? All right, let's take a look. Oh wait, this looks like this is epic. So I'm on the wrong one. No, am I on the right one? Here.
You're
You show
there.
partnership marketing.
Hey, there we are. Okay, here we go. Okay. I mean, when I watch that, it's like, oh, no wonder we're tired. I mean, it's a lot that we do in a day, and we're just so proud of it, and I hope that you can get a glimpse. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret about that video that I want you to really consider. If I were helping someone get a glimpse into who we are, I would use that video. And if you're wondering where you can find it, well, we're going to have it in a bunch of places, and I'll tell you, it's on the Share site, it's on the Share app, it's in the back office. But think about that, because I just believe that video, it's got energy, and it makes you say, wow, there's a lot. And even Katie Holt Larson yesterday said to me, my gosh, Mark, I forget how much we have. And so we're trying to get that word out there. Any other comments on that, Vivian?
No, I was just going to ask, like, has anyone not seen the video? Put in the one in the chat because I would not be surprised. Like Mark said, we actually pull out a lot of materials, and very often everyone is busy. You miss the announcement, and then you're like, you just never see it. So we're working with the sales team to make sure that we have some system in place to refresh everyone for the new materials that is being produced. And also there are always new materials helping a new person to get on board. So we're working on a new system where existing leaders like yourself, you will also be aware of the new materials that is, being created to the brand new person, so that you can also be, number one, up to date of everything that is available for you, and number two, understand what your new downline is using and learning from as well.
Yeah. Now this slide says everything you need. This is not everything listed here, but we are really that is our goal, though, is we listen to you, by the way. When you reach out and you say, hey, we could really use this, or we need this kind of video, or could we change? We really write those things down. We listen to you. We try to produce those because we want you to be successful. This is just a small list, but do look at the bottom here. The new brand partner journey and the new customer journey. We're right now, and Vivian's putting a ton of focus on this. We know that there's two truly different journeys as you join into this company. If you're a product user and you're here just to change your health, which is a big deal, the way you're communicated to should not be telling you how to make money. It's supposed to be really about whether it's a weight loss journey or it's a, whatever the health journey is. So we can tell the way you come in, what to expose you to throughout that first 90 days. Same with a brand partner. If someone signs up as a brand partner, we know they have more interest than just a health transformation. And so, again, two big journeys, and we can't wait till PXP to be able to kind of highlight some of what we're doing. It's a pretty big deal, and I'm impressed with what's going on. If you haven't seen if you haven't gone to our website, I'm sure you have, but please do, and actually take time to explore it. I could take almost this entire call just to go through the website to help you see how in-depth we try to include all the information that's there. If you go to a product information page, so for instance, if you went to Renew and you were to scroll all the way down, you would see that we've got testimonials, we've got all the information you would want to know. We've got the science sheets, we've got the ingredients, you've got the label front and back. You've got before and afters. We try to give everything so that you don't have to come to us and say, "Hey, Mark, I'm trying to do this or that with a product." We try to give everything we can right there on the website. And in fact, you can download it. And another thing people don't know, you can actually create smart links and link it out and send it to someone from the website as well. So pretty cool. Do you want to talk about the share site?
Yes. James was so fast. I was going to put the link and the password in there, but he beat me to it. So it is a very good page. You should really bookmark it. It is very easy to remember. But all the videos that we're showing, the latest presentation, social, shareable, they are all on that site. So our goal is save you time to create materials so that anything on that site is shareable. You can grab the link, you can post it on Facebook, Instagram, however you build your business, email to people. But our goal is to save you time to create it. Everything is right there in one place. And you do the best that you're doing, go and share with people. That's why it's called share site.
Try it, love it, share it. It says it right on the screen, doesn't it? We also have a page. If you're someone who does some prospecting and you like to talk to people about the business, this is a great area for you to find the materials we've created to help people discover who we are. So we call it Discover PartnerCo, which is funny, but also very true. So go get in there. It's not a place you can send someone to this website, but it's actually, we created it honestly for John, because John is introduced to new leaders every single day, and they all have different questions about the business. And he was like, I need to be able to go to a place where I can answer this question or that question. So we created it for him, and then we said, hey, why don't we give access to everybody? So that's
Think
what that
about
is.
it. So the shared site is a full library. Sometimes you get overwhelmed, like, okay, so many things are there, how do I navigate? This is like a starting point. This is like the condensed version. And this answer before you get into, deep down into certain things, this if you are say, hey, I'm ready to prospect some bigger fish in the pond, this is a very good place to be looking at the material. So because we didn't put everything in there, this is a good conversation starter, good thing for people who just want to have a good understanding of the company. So even if you're just you just joined for a couple of weeks, you may feel a little lost, this might be a good place for you to familiarize yourself with the company too.
Yeah, it's more opportunity focused.
Mm.
Just real quick, everybody that signs up for 30 bucks, I think they say to themselves, I mean, they should say this. Wait, I can start a whole business for 30 bucks? I mean, it sounds ludicrous, and I guess it really is. But for that 30 bucks, you get an amazing set of tools. And a lot of people were saying to us, well, what are those tools? So we actually have a guide, and this explains it and shows it, which you should always share. So you say, hey, if you're wondering, not only does it give you the opportunity, but it gives you lots of support materials to get you going. So that's what this is about. It's to help people know about the digital tools that you get when you sign up.
I am a visual because with my communication background, I like a document to go through because when you join, everything is on this little phone, right? You have to find everything on your phone, on your computer, go to the back office. You're like, where's everything? So it might even be a good thing for you to just print it out. It become your little Bible guide, and you can find out, oh, I need to find something about this. It's just a very good high level step by step to walk you through. If you're like, okay, I know James teach me everything, but I just forget where should I start. This is a good place to go back, and then you can always refer to it as your like a secret Bible.
It's a good point. Hey, we invite you to follow us on social media. If you're not, we just jump in. I want to give you our strategy there too. Our global Instagram page is really dedicated to the new eyes that come on to our brand. So if you're wondering, like, how come you do it that way? It's really it's designed for the first exposure. So we know that every person that first hears about PartnerCo is going to do three things if they're interested. They're going to Google us, and we can't control what they see there. But they're going to go to the website. We can control that, and they'll probably check us out on social media. So this is where people first discover who we are, and that's the intent there. Now, we also have an Instagram page for Darren and John, and they're actually in a little bit of a competition. But they love to be able to communicate directly out to you what's happening in their day. So please follow them. And then, of course, we have a Facebook page, and that's really about all we can manage at the moment. We do have Instagram pages in other parts of the world, and you'll see us expand our footprint. Now, if you ask us, are we on TikTok? It's actually not allowed for us as a company to be on TikTok. But shoot, I love it when you guys are on TikTok and doing any kind of PartnerCo dance. I still want a section of PXP where we just see good TikTok dances. But anyway, we do have fun on social media.
Mark used to describe our social media Instagram page as like a door front because we are not a retail space company, right? So when you go to the mall, you walk past a store, you look at it, you're like, oh, that looks nice. I'm gonna go in and check it out and take a look. So Instagram is that for us because people, shop online and they, shop our company. So this is one of the very important things to us that it is attractive because if we don't look professional, we don't look like who we are that we say that we are on the page, people is gonna be like, nah, it doesn't match what you tell me. So
Yeah.
everything that we do in Instagram matches with our branding. So every year, if we have any involvement, changes to our branding update, Instagram will be one of the first place that you can see it is being reflected.
Yep, that's a great point. Uh, if you haven't seen the magazine, you should check it out. We have a digital version, but we have a physical version. And why do we have a magazine? I think that's a great question. Let me tell you, I want you to really think about this. Today, where every single thing we consume is digital, everything. I mean, everything, unfortunately, is on our phones. Our poor necks in the future, as we evolve, we're going to be these humpbacked, whales. It's just, I mean, look when she's holding that. What I love about that magazine is she cannot scroll past it. See, it won't scroll. You cannot delete it. It's still there. And so the power of having something physical in your hands, I think, is much greater than it ever used to be. Our poor coffee tables today don't know what to do. There's no magazines anymore. There's only coffee. So when you send a simple thing like a magazine to someone or hand it to someone as a brochure, and by the way, it's a little sneaky. It's an opportunity presentation disguised as a magazine. It helps people discover who we are, and it has real impact on people. We actually also have a product catalog. I don't know if you know that. Most people go digital on that, but that's designed again just for the customer.
Yeah, Mark and I both have a print background. Like I mentioned, I used to work in fashion magazine. So the quality of the paper to us speaks a lot to the just the quality of the company. Everything that we produce is a representation of the company. So down to the magazine paper, it's not those super cheap, People magazine. They are stock paper. So if you don't have a physical copy, we really encourage one to have it. You can keep it in your purse. You can, go to your coffee shop, pull it out. It is a conversation piece.
And it's beautifully designed, and the copy is very intentionally soft so that no one feels like we have a hard approach. But it does introduce you to the company, our products, our leadership. It helps people know how many countries we're in. It has the full presentation right there in the magazine. We also have an opportunity presentation. Now, I know most of you probably don't use this exact template, but why did we create it? Because we know that everybody does the business in a different way. So this is fully customizable, and the way we designed it is actually in the same order. So we present the brand in the same way on the website, in the magazine, in the catalog, and on the OPP, on the opportunity PowerPoint. It's all consistent. Now, why do we do that? Well, we believe there's power in consistency, and we also think that it's easier to teach. So that's probably something you don't notice, but I want you to know that we're very intentional in that. Although I see Tim Sales, if you haven't heard of him, he does a presentation, and he always starts with that bottom slide that says we're a global company in 50 plus countries, because that's the way he likes to start, which is totally fine. It's totally interchangeable and customizable to you and the way you do business. Now, we're quite proud, and James, I know we're getting close, but I mean, we're starting to make we're kind of a big deal in some ways because only 2.5 years, the company's already won 150 awards. Granted, 40,000 followers is nothing to, it's no big deal. But guess what? It's all organic. We're not out buying people. These are our real people. And I mean, our compensation plan voted #1. We're just proud of what's going on, and you're going to continue to see these numbers rise, but we are excited about what's happening with the company.
And
Now,
it's all your number too. Remember, this is your company. So
yeah,
when we say
this is
we are
your
proud,
brag.
we hope that you feel the same.
That's right. These are your bragging rights. So I know you guys have seen this brand, but I want to just scroll through a little bit of the product branding. I want you to see the consistency in the way we present the marketing. We want it to look high end. Look, these products are not cheap, so we need them to be represented properly. They're also, not only are they not cheap, they're a little bit complicated. But the best thing about them is they're effective. And so the before and afters, and I don't know why I only have these women on here. We got thousands of these before and afters. But recently I showed some when I was in Europe, and one of the guys on the slide, he came running up and he's like, "That's me on the slide." He was so excited. I mean, he was like almost crying because he was represented on there. But I want you to really think about the before and after, because no matter which product you're using, if you record your before, which is hard, by the way, taking the before shot, no one wants to take that shot because that's usually the worst one. But be brave, because when you have a good before and after, that's money. I'm telling you, that helps someone. Even if I used to feel sad and depressed and now I feel happy, that's a good before and after too. Think about how you can create before and afters of you, or this was my life before, this is my life now. These things are powerful, powerful tools in your hands. And I just really want you to know it's a big deal. I told you there's testimonials now on the product information pages. This is an example of what they look like. I don't have time to play one, but look at that guy on the left. You've heard of him. Um, but it's so great on a product to hear real people talking about real results. It's what makes us special. You are going to see, this is interesting to some people, maybe not to everybody, but do you know most people in the industry have a house of brands, and it's a funny thing. They'll create a product and they'll pretend that it comes from a company with a different name, and then you have multiples of those. So it looks a little crazy in my mind. I'm thankful that Darren and John said, "Do it the way you want." We will have a branded house. What that means is our product brand is Collab. Why Collab? Collab stands for collaboration. What is the collab? And by the way, a collaboration is a partnership. Are you seeing the connection? Collab is a collaboration of nature and science. The way we help people with their health is through the very best of nature and scientifically putting that together in formulas that help you. So you will see consistency now throughout the brand instead of chaos. Now, is there still a little chaos today? Yes, we're very aware. But as we move forward, you're going to see consistency, you're going to see beauty, you're also going to see clarity. As we name products, we want people to understand what they do very quickly. Also, I don't want to make it hard for you. So we want you to understand what the product does, how it works, what the science is, without you having to be a Dr. Strand or a Dr. Plant. So this is kind of funny. I mean, I probably shouldn't show this, James, but in other parts of the world, this is what the drops look like. And they don't look like this here because the drops in the bottles are just so tremendously successful in the United States. We would not touch them. We're smart in this way. But what is cool, I can even show you. I'm just showing you innovation and change. If you're curious, this little guy, you're like, what is that? Those are the drops? Yeah, in fact, when you snap it open, can you see it in front of me? You see the drops starting to come out? And then look, you just suck them out. So easy, so convenient. So I want you to know we are always thinking about how to innovate, how to make things easier. Imagine being able to put those in your wallet. I see people pulling out their bottles at a restaurant, and I'm like, oh, it'd be so easy, so nice in the snaps. But anyway, I just share that only so you can see that we're actually innovating in other parts of the world too. The countries that have those are the countries that never had the drops that you have. So that's just a a heads up. You can see it with Advantage. You see how, oh, and with every product, we have product videos, we have all the marketing, all of the science, almost everything you would want to know. I mean, look at Sugar Stop. I don't know if you know this, but we had Sugar Stop before. We rebranded it. We've improved the flavor, and now it's like one of our top sellers. Totally popular. Looks so much more modern. In fact, I saw the old bottle of Sugar Stop in our cupboard yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, it's so ugly. I need to cover it up. Looks so bad." Now, there are brands, legacy brands like Tahitian Noni that we would never touch. This is not going to become collab. Tahitian Noni has deserved to stand on its own. It is a legacy brand that's sold literally billions of dollars. So, and it's so beloved by John. But I want you to know too, we're even looking for ways to make Tahitian Noni look modern, even though many times people go, "Oh, it looks so old." But you can see, you look at this and you say, "Oh, that does not look old." So it's the way we display things, the way we design makes a big difference. Videos,
All right, let's go faster. I need time to
we'll go
talk about
fast.
PXP.
All right,
Yes.
we'll get there. Okay, but just know we really try and give you the top notch videos. But let's now talk about lifestyle and when we say we want to be your lifestyle partner, we're serious about it, and we also think it's one of our big strengths. Go ahead, Vivian. Do you want to get to PXP?
Yes, so we have three pillars. Many of you should be familiar with. We are your business, your wellness, and also lifestyle partner. Lifestyle, sometimes I feel like it doesn't get enough spotlight and love, but that is the community that we talk about, the event and incentive. We'll put a link in the chat so you can watch the video of the Bali trip. One of the best trips that we have ever done. I think, creating memories but we really encourage you to leverage the events the company put on and the trips that we offer. Because those one is your compensation. You don't have to spend millions of dollars put on the event. You come and attend. And those are your tools to build your business. You will see very successful leaders around the world. They're really utilizing the trips to motivate the team. And some team they put on their own team travel because people want experiences. People want to travel. So if you can mastermind with James and say, okay, when PartnerCo announced their next incentive trip at PSP. What should we do? How can we bring the most people? How should we strategize it to maximize it? Because it's not just that you earn a free vacation, you don't have to bear the cost. And you, at the end of the day, get to benefit the result of your team earning the trip as well. So don't underestimate the trip. Don't just see it as a personal vacation. It is your chance to earn some good potential income by helping your team to also qualify to the trip. Events are extremely expensive. We are literally spending millions of dollars. Finance work with me closely. They always grill me, like, can you spend less? Events are very expensive. They are millions dollar investment that we do every year for you. Statistically, we have shown everyone who come to PXP, their check grew last year and the year before as well. Everyone who came, they had the same comment. They're like, "Oh my gosh, this is like mind blowing. This is just beyond what I expect." And the number one thing that people said was, "I wish I had brought more people to the event," because you really get to immerse this experience. You see the bigger vision of the company. We have a leader in China. She was doing good in her region. Imagine it was like a pocket of San Diego. She was doing well. She came to PXP. She listened to the leaders in the whole country and international leaders. And she came up to Darren and she said, "This is bigger than I thought. I thought I was already doing well." She was determined to grow. She said, "I want to be like these people who are up on stage." So if you want to get inspired and also get your team to open their eyes on what this could be, bring them to PXP. And that is a promotion that North America announced that today is your last day. I know some of you already have your ticket, but think about this. Buy another set of tickets. You get a half price, buy one, get one free, because between now and PXP, you very likely have a new person that want to join, and they probably don't want to pay 198 for a ticket. But now, like for one, but now you have some investment in your pocket when you, in the next 2 months, when you see someone who has full potential, you really want them to come, it is investment in you to bring them in there. So I would really take advantage of this chance, the buy one, get one free before the prices go up tomorrow. So we have tiering pricing. So August 1st tomorrow, not only will the promotion goes away, the ticket price, single ticket price also increase. Second, if you already have a ticket or you are going to buy the ticket after this call, really want you to take your phone, scan this QR code, or you can go to our website to buy it too. We cannot emphasize enough the benefit of staying on the on-site property hotel. It is connected to the convention center. It is right there, 2-3 minutes walk, depending on your pace, 5 minutes the most if you want to take it leisurely. The reason why it's convenient, I'm just telling you, you always forget something when you go to convention. You're like, I forgot my water bottle. I forgot my name badge. I forgot such and such. With this such convenient location, you can go back to your room. Half of the people will come and say, "Oh, it's so cold. I wish I have a jacket." Oh, you can walk back to your room and get your jacket. Vice versa if you're too hot. But also we have put in some additional motivation to, if you stay at the hosting hotel, you also get additional lucky draw tickets. We'll be doing some lucky draw at the event. And also we have a fabulous party planned for you. For those who have been to our last two PXP, our party was right where we have the general section, but this is an off-site party. So only for those who are staying at the hotel, you will also get a free shuttle to go to the party and also come back. So you don't have to worry about anything. You don't need to bring a badge or whatever. You just get finished at the event, walk back to the hotel, get ready, come down, get on a bus, have fun, and then come back, not having worried about get an Uber or things like that. If you have not registered your ticket, please, 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 please register. We can't recognize you if you are not in the system. There's nothing to lose to register. It doesn't cost you money. It probably costs you 30 seconds, but we do really need everyone to register so that we can plan accordingly, make sure that, we're not missing you to be on the stage and, everything. So sorry we went late. We can probably talk another 2 hours, but there's just so much to cover. We hope that you all enjoy us. And we would love to come back anytime you want us to.
Wow.
I agree. I mean, we're so pleased to be with you, and we're thankful that you came today and listened to. We can't wait to see you live, and please come and say hi to us when you come to PXP. We would love to shake hands and get to know you.
My gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark and Vivian Chung-Patterson. Can we throw them tons of love? I mean, you could just tell they just under promise, over deliver. Like seriously, everything there. I'm just taking mad notes. My last note on this is they gave us the secret on how to build a brand that lasts, $1 billion brand. And what I think is this is for us being our own brands, is if we just take notes and we copy exactly what they do, then us too will grow alongside with them. Your brand will grow. You'll attract, not chase, and all these different types of things. So the way I took today, Mark and Vivian, is I took that as a to-do list for me personally. And I'm like, all right, there's my mission. You guys are the standard. So let's be their best partners ever. Let's drive PXP like crazy. Here's my challenge, everyone. If you're already going to PXP or not, grab the BOGO today. Grab that ticket because you're going to grow it. If you bring two people, by the way, that means one empower, one unpay. All you need in this business is two leaders, and leaders are inspired at an event like PXP. Two leaders, two people could lead you to $160,000 by the next PXP for going from scratch. So if you're down to do that and commit, put a 2 in the comments below. We have extra tickets and we are intending on growing. But Mark and Vivian, thank you so much. We'll close on this end. We love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Awesome.
See you at PXP.
Yes, we will see you there. All right. Definitely grab teammates on that replay and everything. We will close out in prayer for those that want to linger for that. If not, we honor you. And you can pop off, of course. Tomorrow, we'll wrap up the week, by the way. We have our finish drive the week strong type of thing. We got Miss Paula Allen. I'm going to put you up here, Paula, and let me make sure that you can unmute yourself as well. Take us home.
Well, I just want to say my mind is blown. Just when I think that it can't get any better, it just gets better. So my heart is filled with so much gratitude. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, James, for bringing them to us. God, we just come before you right now, Lord, and we ask that your hand be on Mark and Vivian and James and Becky and Cindy and Lindsay and just everybody that brings so much to us all the time. We ask that you would bless them abundantly. God, we ask that you would help them to be able to help more people with their health and help more people with their confidence. I love that part that Vivian pointed out. God, I just pray that you would bless her. I just pray a special blessing for her. I just feel something special on my heart for this lady that whom I've never met. And I look forward to meeting her at PXP. I just pray that you would bless her, Lord. God, I just pray that you would go with us as we go throughout our day today. Help us to not miss any opportunities to talk about the business side, to talk about the health side, and of course, first and foremost, to talk about you, Jesus, and how someone can find salvation. God, we love you and we praise you and we thank you for everything. And we just ask that you bless our day as we go forward. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Paula.